Hello, hello. Happy Friday night. I know, weird, huh? I have this super cute gift idea for you because if you're like me, you're probably thinking, oh my goodness, I forgot I need a gift for the fill in the blank. So, fill in your blank, and I have something for you tonight. Now, we've been making Christmas cards and Christmas cards and Christmas cards, but you don't really want to give a gift at Christmas that has Christmas cards in it because they already have their cards sent, right? So let me show you what we're going to do. This is the gift this is the little card holder that I created that will be showing in bingo tomorrow. Christmas, right? And this is a great gift. It's full of cards. It's really cute. But I don't really want a bag of Christmas cards that I can open on Christmas Day, right? I need more than that. So here's what we're going to do. If you guys are here, let me know because I am not seeing any comments at all. I don't know why. I'm just not. I'm trying again. No, I'm still thinking I'm here alone. So if I'm not, let me know. Oh, hey. Hi, Susan. Phew. I was worried I was here all by myself. Okay, so this is what we're going to make, but we're going to make it in not Christmas color and not Christmas theme. We are going to make a little gift bag that will hold 4 celebrate you cards, thank yous. We are going to use the Bloom and Grow bundle. Now you might have forgotten about this. We used it in the spring and it's probably been tucked away in the bottom of your pile. If not, it is still available. It's a really pretty one. So first thing you're going to do is make the bag. You're going to need 2 sheets of 8.5 by 11. Now I've already cut mine, but I'm going to show you how to do one anyway. So you're going to start with, I am using the Seaside Spray. I'm also using the Designer Series paper that goes with the Seaside Spray. It's in all the, hey Janet, it's in all the in colors. So it's Seaside Spray, Purple Posy, terracotta what? You know that one. Okay, so it's all those. And they're all these just really basic, cute little prints. There are ginghams, there's some herringbone, there's some of these, and they come in all the colors, right? Okay, so that's what we're using. You know me, I don't like lots of different colors, so I'm kind of matchy-matchy. You don't have to do that. So this is to make the bag, and you're going to need 2 of these. You're going to start with an 8.5 by 8. All right, so we're going to trim this down. We want this to be 8.5 by 8 twice. Now remember, with this trimmer, hey Debbie, you can do 2 at a time, right? So 8.5 by 8 and trim. And I have this piece, I can save those. I don't need them for this project, but waste not, want not. Now I'm going to take 1, because you can only score 1 at a time. I'm going to move you, and I'm going to score you at 2 inches on 3 sides. So the 2 long sides and across the bottom at 2 inches. All right. So 2 inch, score, spin, score the bottom, and then score the other sides. So 3 sides of your bag, and you're going to do 2 of these. See it? So this side is scored, and the bottom. Okay, and you're going to do both of these. Then you're going to move your trimmer. Oh no, we're not really moving our trimmer. We're going to close this down because we're going to do all of our cutting of this. You're then going to take 2 pieces of the 6 by 6, and you're going to cut this at 4 1/4 right? And 5 3/4. That one. So just a little bit off the bottom. And there is a design for this, sketch for this is in the classroom, remember. Classroom, if you're not sure where that is, you just go to karamiller.com, click on Classroom, and you will see the free one. I'm going to cut 2 of these, okay? 2 sheets of 6 by 6. I'm going to cut a 5 3/4 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to use this other one as well, the little piece. So I need all of what I got. All right, so now I have, let's just see what we've got. We've got 2 strips, and we have, these are actually the front and back of our gift bag, and these are the sides. So see, we've got our front and back and these side panels. All right, okay, so let's start to put our bag together. A couple things you need to do. First, you need to score them. Fold them on the scores. I'm looking for my scoring tool. There it is. And we're going to flip this over. And this one. Now I need to do a little bit of trimming, but not a lot. Can you see these score lines right here? I'm going to cut just up to this fold line, right along it, and just cut right on that line up to that one. I don't cut anything off, but I cut to there. Okay, this is going to be the back. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to put it right there, and you'll see it fits right in the middle. But wait, and this is in your directions. Before you glue this down, you're going to want to flip it over. You're going to want to put a piece of tear tape across here, but not stick it. All right? This is so that you can put your handles in later. So I'm going to take my tear and tape, and I'm going to go across right here. But I'm not going to pull that off yet. Okay? So I'm going to run my snail down these 3 sides and leave that so I can work on it later. I'm going to tuck those in, and you'll notice this is still not attached up here, okay? That's important. All right, now I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to fold these little legs up. These are the ones I snipped off, but I didn't cut all the way off, and some tear tape on each of those. I've been kind of doing a diagonal sort of thing. You want this to stay together because you're going to put stuff in it. So you don't want it to get too wibbly wobbly. And then you're going to grab your, take your pick, slide that under there, and this one too. Okay, and now fold these little buggers in. And you want to be sure that you line this edge up right here. I want to line this edge up really well, okay? So my box comes out nice and square. And the same on this side. Line that right up. Okay? Halfway there. Let's go to this one. Same thing. I'm going to fold it. These are exactly the same. Doesn't matter which one's the front, which one's the back. Fold them up, flip you over, and then take your snips, and you're going to snip right up to that fold. Both of these. Then we're going to do the same thing with our designer series paper. I'll flip you over. Same thing, we're going to bring our tear and tape in and do the top, right? It's kind of repetitive, so it's good. You don't have to remember too many things. All right, and then snail, 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 and then this fits right in here. Well, it does if you put it in the right place. There. And now I need 2 pieces over here, okay? And this one. Right in here. Whoops. Okay, and now these little buggers. And we're going to do the same thing. Pull this off. And then fold it up so it's nice and square. Right. And this one. So now we have this. Okay. All right, we're going to take this guy back. And we need some tear and tape because we're going to put this in here. Okay? But we want to be sure that our tape goes right along this edge. So we have 2 choices. We can put it on this part, right at the tippity top, or we can put it on this one that's going to go in, which is what I like, the one that's going to go in, and I'm going to put it right along the top edge. All right? And I'm going to do it on all 3 sides. That way you're sure that you're not going to have any loose ends sticking out. So you're going to go right up to the edge. And you can really just go all the way around if you want. Then you're not doing a lot of tearing. You're just going to keep turning all the way. All right? So now, all the way around. Now take this little bugger and pull it off. Right, super easy. And then you take this, pop it down in. And you're gonna kind of make sure this is exactly where you want it before you squeeze it. Get it all the way down. And then bring in your side and your base. And your edge. All right. Now we have our box. Now we're ready for the ribbon. And I'm going to use some of the gray granite. And it's approximately 6 inches on each side, so about 1 foot of ribbon will work. This is just a scrap piece that I had, so it's a little longer than I need. And then, because I want to make sure they're going to hold, good old tear tape on either side. And then remember, we tucked that little piece. We have tear tape going to hold it at the top all the way across, so we should be good. You guys are so quiet. All right, so now we're going to take off. So notice this is a little bit longer than my ribbon. And sometimes using the little pokey thing doesn't work that well, but on the ribbon, this works really well because you can bend the ribbon away. And then just take those excess pieces and fold them in. All right, same thing on this one. So squeeze it really good and then kind of bend it back over your finger and it just peels right off. And then take the excess and bend it in. All right, so now we have a really sticky piece of ribbon. We're going to come up here and we're going to peel back this and take that off, and don't let it fall because it'll stick. So you hold this stuck to your thumb. And then you're going to stick you down right there. and you down right there, and then bring this, and ta-da, a really sealed ribbon. It's really going to hold. All right, same thing on this side. Same idea. See, we duplicate a lot of things in this project, so if you miss it the first time, you get to see it the second. Bend it over your finger, fold it back. On this end, bend it, squeeze, squeeze, bend and fold. And then lift you up, pull you back just a little. And then we're ready to put our gift inside. So stick this to your thumb so it doesn't stick down. Make sure you have the sticky side down. And right there. Now if you need to measure to be sure you're having these perfectly the same, you can. I'm eyeballing it. And stick it on down. So there we go, right? Now we're ready to put things in it. Well, what I decided, I'm going to put you over here because you're all set. You could decorate the front of this if you wanted. What's great about this stamp set is there's some really, really pretty images to stamp. So these, and then you have coordinating dies. So this is the first card I made. I did it with the Seaside Spray. I used a layer of Whisper White, a layer of Designer Series paper, then stamped, and I colored that with my blends, cut it out, and then I've got some Wink of Stella in the middle. Just a really simple card, and inside it says, "You are simply wonderful." It's an everyday card. I took, and we're going to show you, I took the extra pieces that I'd cut off and used those to decorate my envelope. So the gift is the little bag with 4 cards inside. Okay? So depending on who you're giving it to, you could put something on the outside. You could put a gift tag on the outside. When I did this one, again, those Memories and More cards, I did it all, and then I had this was a Memories and More card, and I just stuck this on with some dimensionals. Super quick. Okay, so let's move you over there and let's get to our cards. So for our cards, you're going to take 2 sheets of Seaside Spray and you're going to cut them in half. So you're going to start with your 8.5 by 11, zip it down the middle at 5.5, and you're going to score them at 4.25. So now you've got your basic everyday card. Fits in our envelope, and you'll have 4 of those with your 2 sheets. Okay. All right. Then you're going to take a sheet of Whisper White, and you're going to cut that. I'll show you how you do it. I pre-cut mine, but I want to show you. A sheet of Whisper White, and we're going to tuck this in, and we're going to cut it at 5.25, not 5.5, 5.25. And this isn't the thick, it's the regular Whisper White. All right, so there's one, and then this one, same thing, 5.25, which is going to give me a 1/2 inch left over that I didn't use. These are great if you want to do some sentiments on your card. Not ones from this set, because these are bigger sentiments. You could do the hello. That would work on here. But your itty bitty greetings would work really well to pull out if you wanted to do different themed cards. Some thank yous are always appreciated. All right, so now I have a 5.25, and I need these to be 4. So I'm going to do 2 at a time because this trimmer lets me do 2. So now I have a 5.25 by 4 and 5.25 by 4. So this takes a sheet of Whisper White, 2 sheets of your cardstock, whatever color you choose. Oh, Sandy, I'm sorry. It was right on, I tried to make it simpler right on Facebook. It didn't work, huh? It didn't pop up for you? I know I've been all over the place this week, but I'm going to stay right on Facebook. We're not going to have any Zoom links or any of those things for these regular weekly Facebook things. I think it's too hard for people. But now I guess I made it harder for you tonight trying to keep it simple. I'm sorry. Okay, so I have 4. Clearly I didn't do that right. This is supposed to be 4 inches. I don't think I did the other one because I got talking. All right, so now I have 4 that are 5 1/4 by 4. All right. Sandy, I'm recording it too, so I'll put it up in the classroom after, so you can go back and watch the beginning again. So I have 4 of the card bases. There's 1 in here already. I have 4 of the Whisper White. Ladies, if it's not popping up for you, you have to go to my page, which is where you are right now, and there's a way that you can go to notifications up at the top and say you want notifications on, and there's a place to say, let us know when you go live. It's in your settings on Facebook, not mine. So it's something that you can set for this page. And I do put the Facebook link in when I tell you. But again, Facebook doesn't always show you. I'll put a little note in there too to let you know. Okay. So card base, 4 by 5 1/4 Whisper White. And then you need 4 sheets of your designer series paper. And these are going to be 3 3/4 by 5. The sizes are all in the classroom. Remember, just go here, click on classroom, and you got it. Okay. So now, basically, all the cards are going to be the same. You're going to put your Whisper White down. You're going to put whatever side of your designer series paper you like up. But before you do that, this piece of Whisper White is also what you're going to stamp on. So I'm going to take this, and this Bloom and Grow is really a great stamp set for this. It's not a lot of coloring, it's not really detailed coloring, but it's super cool. So I'm going to choose which one of these I like. I think I'm going to go with the smaller one, which is in here. Where are you? Do I already have you out here? Oh, I do. You're right here. I'm going to take that one, and I'm going to stamp. So I want this card to go this way. Okay? So that means I need to stamp you in here. I can go either way on this card. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to go this way so I have plenty of room. And I'm going to use my Memento because I want to color with my blends. So make sure you're good and covered. And then stamp. Okay. I grabbed my Purple Posy and my soft, because I kind of thought this looked pastel-y. So this one is the soft seafoam, and then this one is the Purple Posy. So I'm going to start with the light Purple Posy, the thicker end, and I'm just going to go ahead and color in my flower. I'm not worrying about the petals really. I'm just little circles coloring in my flower. Same thing over here. Not super fussy really, just getting the color down. Because you want to do these for a gift, you want them to be cool, but you don't want to have to spend hours and hours on them, or you only get one gift made. and you might need to do more than one. So get those in. I'm going to grab the dark, and I'm going to add a little bit of dark to it, a little bit down here, because it's in the shadow. And then I'm going to come back with the light and blend it all in better. Same idea. Now I could really spend lots of time, do some variegated leaves, or I can just get it on down. Now I'm kind of thinking that that center one needs a little something. So I'm probably going to grab, this one is my dark daffodil. I'm going to pop that right in the center. Just give it a little more color. And then I'm going to go with my light soft seafoam and do my leaves. And I'm going to do the same thing. Now the leaves, you have to be a little bit more fussy. Can't just go wild in circles. And then I'm going to come back in with the dark. Now, clearly you can pick any color you want. I decided to stay with the in colors. In colors that Stampin' Up! Releases and calls them that, I was going to say, doesn't mean they're cooler. Yeah, it does. It means they're way cool. It means that they're only here for 2 years. Sometimes, if we madly are in love with them, they stay. But generally, they're just colors that are here for 2 years. And it alternates. So there's a new one released each year, but there's always 2 sets of them. So right now we're looking at 2018 and 2020 colors, and 2019 and 2021 colors. And then I'm going to take the dark, and I'm going to take the thinner end of that and just kind of go over this a little. And I did not put the Wink of Stella on until I had this all attached so that I could let it just dry. All right. Then it has this awesome die that goes right around my flowers. So let's bring the Big Shot in. And let's cut that one. And you can see this really does go pretty quickly. Thanks for tech support, Susan. Okay, that goes like that. This goes over here now. All right, so now I don't throw this away. I need it. So I'm going to take my my card base. And just when you think this might be a scrap, it's not. This is going to go right here. Right? And then this. And that's why I changed the direction of the card and went vertical, because the way the script on this paper, it needs to go vertical. And then this is going to get some dimensionals and get stuck down. Now you could add sentiments if you want, but maybe these are just really simple all occasion cards that you don't want to have a sentiment on the front. Or if you know the person you're giving them to really needs something, you could do that. Then you have these great sentiments to go on the inside. This one says, "You are simply wonderful." And I'm going to put that on the inside of this card. And I'm keeping this easy. I'm just going to use my Memento on the inside too. You could use different color inks, but I'm just going right? Isn't that a great card? Just Just really simple and pretty. And then one more thing. When you trimmed those pieces, you ended up with, remember you cut these at 3 3/4. You cut these at 3 3/4, and you end up with this leftover piece. This and this went here. I'm going to take this. Now, the only issue with this one is the script goes this way. That's going to make you crazy. You can flip it over. But you're going to take your envelope. That's not the right one. That's the one from the center. This is the right one. This one is going to go on here. Why am I not finding it? Where are you guys? Let me go back to this. And I cut it this way. So we're going to go with that. Kathy, this is the In Color Designer Series paper. So it's 3 3/4 by 5. And that's going to leave me with this piece. And it's going to go right there. So I could do it that way. Or if I really want to match my card, I can do it like that. It'll be okay. I'm just going to take my snail and go right over the flap of the envelope. And then I'm going to take this and line it up. Then flip it over and take my snips and just cut right around the edge. So there's no like holding it in place or making sure you're right. You glue it down first and then you trim. Right along the edge, use the envelope as your guide. And then your card goes like so, and it drops down in your box. And now you've got 2 done. So when you're all finished, you will have 4 cards and 4 envelopes in here. You can take a little piece of your leftover ribbon and tie right here. They're the 6 by 6, yep. You could grab a tag from your punch. We've got all these strips left over that we cut. Remember we had leftover this. This is when we cut our 8.5 by 11, so I need a 2-inch strip. So you don't have to go get any more paper. Whatever you gathered to make this is going to be plenty. A 2-inch strip that way. Slide you right in. And then we're going to make this 3-inch, let's do 4. A nice 4-inch tag. And let's see, there is a really great one that says, "Thank you from the bottom of my heart." And that is going to go on my tag. So we're using the Bloom and Grow stamp set. We're using Seaside Spray cardstock and the In Color Designer Series paper. And that is really it. I am using the bundle, but if you don't have that one, I bet you could find another bundle that would give you a really great set of cards. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Take my pen, which is drying out. Sign my name. And And then I'm going to put that right on this ribbon that I just tied. Because I don't think I want double knots. I'm going to slide you through. Right? Give it a little tie. I just want one. And then trim my ribbons. Did I just drop that in the bag? I think I did. I did. There it is. Let's not put our garbage in the bag. And we are good to go. Right? Such a simple little but really thoughtful gift. You could put a gift card in here if you wanted to. If you were doing a little something extra, you could put a card right on the front of here, because remember, these are a little bit bigger than our cards. So let's see. Let's grab one of our cards that's done. You could put this right on the front if you wanted. And that's the front of your card too. So lots of options, super easy, super quick, and really thoughtful. Okay? All right. Those of you that had trouble finding me tonight, I'm really sorry that I've been flipping all around everywhere over the past week. I was experimenting with different ways to show you when we go live. I think this is probably the easiest once you get back to being used to me. And normally I'm not here on Friday nights, so Mondays and Thursdays at 8 o'clock on Facebook Live. And I think it'll be easier to find us than trying to remember how to get to where and how to find me. So have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for coming. I'm really glad that you were here tonight. And make sure that you head into the classroom and enroll in the free 2019 classes, and you will find the instructions for the bag measurements, scoring, all of that. All right. Have a really great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.